Statistics show that about 90% of student athletes are injured at some point in time in their career. What are local schools doing about it? Athletic trainer Eric Jusko with Salina Regional Sports Medicine Clinic joins me to let you know. Eric, I think one way I wanted to kind of talk about the athletic trainer program is maybe take us through a scenario. So it's Friday night and parents are in the field at Salina Stadium. They hold their breath as their son gets injured, and you run out on the field. So take it from there. What happens then?
And the main thing we look at from our perspective is the mechanism of injury. So how the injury happened, what body part is it? When we go on the field, is there anything that's majorly displaced that needs immediate attention? Kind of where the injury's at. Our big thing for on-field eval is to make sure nothing's fractured. So we definitely rule that out first. But from the parents' perspective, I know they're up there pretty anxious because if my kid went down on the field, the first thing I would think was the worst case scenario. Right. So we definitely treat it like that. So we do on-field evaluation, and if we need to have EMS come on the field, they're there for us as well. So we signal them. And once we get the athlete off the field, parents are pretty proactive about coming down if they want to. If not, we have an assistant coach or maybe a team manager go find the parent and kind of let them know what's going on after our full evaluation. If we're going to hold the athlete out, we go into detail why we think the athlete's going to be held out. We don't just hold them out for any reason. Kind of just from our perspective, what we see based on our training and what our next steps moving forward would be.
But I know it's more than just being on the field Friday night. Why don't you take us through the athletic training program?
Our athletic training program is pretty extensive. We cover 5 local high schools. We are in the college setting now at 3 of the local colleges and universities here in Salina and McPherson County. We do cover all of the state events here that CASHA puts on. We also work with the Salina Liberty as well. So we're in a lot of places. Luckily, they're at different times, and we have 4 different athletic trainers on staff to offer those services to Salina and McPherson County. We are at practices along with games. So at practices, we're on site for the athletes. We get there early so we can do some pre-practice taping, maybe some pre-practice rehabilitation, some concussion assessment if needed, and some return to play stuff as well. That's dictated by their primary care physician or whatever physician cleared them to return to play.
In talking about the schools, I know Salina Central, like last year, won the National Athletic Trainers Association Safe School Award. Yeah. Why don't you talk about that and your relationship with them to help that award?
Yeah. So Abe's our full-time athletic trainer out there, and him and the athletic director and the coaching staff got together and they built emergency action plans to make sure if an injury does occur or an emergency situation does occur at one of the sporting events, there's a plan in place for everyone to follow. There's some other things that took place, like a safe place for the athletes to go for rehab and an actual athletic training room on site. So there's a lot of different ins and outs that go into that award that basically the NATA makes sure that facility is safe for student athletes to be at.
For more information, please visit SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Twitter.